Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I pay respect to the triple gems, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. I pay respect to Bhante Ratanananda. I pay respect to Bhante Vipassi, my Dhamma brothers, Venerable Nyalankara, Venerable Aryananda, Venerable Ichananda, and Venerable Dhammananda, and all the lay devotees, male and female, who are here. May you benefit the most from listening to my Dhamma talk. I'd like to give a Dhamma talk regarding verse number 30 of the Dhammapada from the Appama Adavagga. The Dhammapada is a book found in the Khuddaka Nikaya. Khuddaka Nikaya is one of the 5 parts of the Sutta Pitaka. Sutta Pitaka is one of the 3 major sections of the Pali Canon. This verse was uttered by the Buddha after, at one time, he was giving a discourse regarding Sakka's question. Sakka, as we know, is the king of the gods, Devas. The king of Devas is called Sakka. He was giving a desana. He was giving a discourse regarding his questions. So, a prince called Mahali. Mahali was a prince who wondered. The Buddha is speaking about Sakka. Does the Buddha know Sakka, or does the Buddha don't know Sakka? Is the Buddha acquainted with Sakka, or isn't he? I should go and ask him. Having approached the Buddha, he paid respect. Then he asked the Buddha, Buddha, have you met Sakka who you speak of? The Buddha said, yes, I know Sakka. He said, but surely no. I think the one who you met was faking it. He was not the real Sakka. He was an imposter. Then the Buddha said, no, he was not an imposter. He said, but how can you meet him? We cannot see the gods. But how about the king of all of those gods? How can we even see him? I think it's impossible. Then the Buddha narrated to him how Sakka was a human being in all his previous lives. He told him Sakka was a human being who took vows not to hurt anyone, who was very hateful, who accomplished some perfections in order to be Sakka. But at the beginning of all of it, he was a human being just like you. This is what made the Buddha to utter the verse that Appama Dena Magawa Dewanang Sattatangato Appamadang Pasangsanti Pamadang Garahito Sada. This verse means that by heedfulness, Sakka became the king of all the gods. And also, heedfulness is always praised, and heedlessness will always be blamed. This is what the Buddha says. To further make my point clear, I'd like to give us 2 short stories, very short stories. I'm trying to make them brief. The reason I use stories is because I believe a lesson learned by listening to a story can never be forgotten, which is the case to me. When I learn something through a story, I never forget it. I hope it's the same for all of us. The first story actually is told to us in my country as young kids. We also have a proverb about it. So we say, I'm going to use an example of a name. Not to offend anyone, let me use my name. Just for example, the proverb goes that Jyoti Pala, who doesn't value the words of others, sailed with a boat made out of clay. The words he was told, he carried those words using the stalk of a banana leaf. And afterwards, he was eaten by crocodiles. So you all know the stalk, a banana leaf a leaf has a stalk. The middle part of the leaf is the stalk. So the banana leaf is quite big. Its stalk is also big, but even though it is big, it is very, very soft because it's made of water. So imagine someone carrying words told to him using that stick, the stalk of a banana leaf. Of course, the words will fall down. It means he's not listening. The story goes that there was this man who wanted to cross a river or a lake to go to the other side. Then he wondered, how will I make a boat? Trees are expensive. It's expensive to get good timber for making a boat. How else can I make a boat? So he decided, but I've never seen people. People don't know they have mud, they have clay. Clay can contain water. In our houses, we have pots, we put water in them. The water doesn't go out. So that means clay can contain water very well. And if water can be inside clay, why can't clay be outside of water to float? So he began on his project of building a boat out of clay. The people who saw him told him, are you serious about this? How can you make a boat out of clay? No one has ever done this. He said, so no one has ever done it. I'll be the first to do it. But they said, you should know that clay cannot float on water. It will sink eventually. He said, no. If you don't believe me, wait and see my boat. After some time, he completed his boat. And he had to sail to the other side with this boat made out of clay. When he got on his boat, he began paddling, then he began sailing. He was very happy at first, saying, you see, all people had come to witness his death with a boat of clay. He began saying, you see, all of you doubted me, but now the boat is floating. What do you say now? They just gave it time. And after some time, of course, clay absorbs water. When it absorbs water, it becomes heavy. And like this, he fell into the river and crocodiles ate him. This was because he was not heedful. Being heedful means being mindful, but it also includes listening to what others tell you. So for my second story, I'd like to highlight that listening to what others tell you, you should also first, again, be heedful. By being heedful, someone tells you, gives you advice, you evaluate it, you see, does this really work or not? In this second story, it involves a donkey, a fox, and a lion. There was once a lion who caught a fox. Having caught the fox, he told the fox. The fox told him, the foxes are known to be cunning, they are very wise. The fox told him, if you let me go, I'll get for you even food better than me. Food you can survive on for more days. I'll make sure to be getting you food at least every day. I'm a very small animal. You'll eat me, you'll get hungry in the evening. So why don't you wait for something larger? The lion accepted. So he told him, go and get me something larger. Otherwise, I'll kill you the moment I see you the next time. The fox went and found a donkey. The fox told the donkey, you know that lion is the king of the jungle. The donkey said, yes, I know. He said, so he's tired of being king and he wants to make you the king. He said, me, a donkey, to be the king of the jungle? He said, it's true, believe me. So the donkey was very happy and he said, what should I do to become the king of the jungle according to the lion? The fox told him, you just go to the lion, he will make you king of the jungle. So the donkey went to the lion to be made the king of the jungle. Arriving at the lion's place, the lion grabbed it fiercely, trying to eat it. But the donkey managed to escape somehow. But in the escaping, it lost its tail because the lion has fangs. They grabbed the tail of the donkey and the tail was torn off. So it went back without its tail. It went to the fox. Why did you set a trap for me? You wanted the lion to eat me? He said, no, I didn't want the lion to eat you. So tell me what happened. He said, I went to the lion. Instead of making me the king, he jumped onto me, trying to eat me up. So I ran away. Fortunately, I survived. So here I am. What do you say? Didn't you lie to me? He said, I didn't lie to you. That lion, you know, a throne. Kings sit on a throne. How can you sit on a throne with your tail? The tail of a donkey can't sit on a throne. So he removed your tail so that you can sit on the throne next time. The donkey found this to make sense for him. So he said, okay, if this is the case, what should I do? He said, go back, he'll make you king. He's removed your tail, right? You can now sit on the throne. He said, okay, he went back. Again, the lion tried to get the donkey. The donkey, in escaping, lost both of its ears. Now it has no tail, it has no ears. It went back to the fox. This time the lion tried to eat me. Fortunately, I escaped, but I lost my ears. What do you say this time? He said, no. You know, kings wear a crown. The crown can't fit on your head with those ears of yours. So the king wanted to make you king. He first has to remove your tail so that you can sit on the throne. He also has to remove your ears so that you can wear the crown comfortably. Once again, the donkey found this reasonable enough, and he went back to the lion to be made king. This time the lion ate the donkey. The donkey couldn't run away. Then the lion called the fox and told him, I want you to go and get for me there are some parts I like from a donkey. I like its liver, its heart, and its brain. Nothing else. The rest you can eat. The fox accepted and went to get the parts from the donkey's body. When the fox came, he presented only the lungs and the heart. He didn't present the brain. The lion asked him, where is the brain of the donkey? I asked you 3 parts, the brain, the heart, the lungs, and the heart. Where's the brain? He said, no, Your Majesty, this donkey had no brain. And of course, he had eaten the brain, but also the king accepted it. So in these 2 stories, in the first story, one was heedless. But what was his mistake? Not following others' advice. In the second story, one was heedless again. But his mistake this time was following others' advice. That's why I believe, and I say that, being heedful, if you are to follow others' advice, you should evaluate it and see whether it really makes sense or not. You should not make decisions just because others have told you. Otherwise, you'll end up as the donkey. And if you don't follow the advice that others have told you, you end up like the man who sailed with a boat made out of clay. In conclusion of my speak, I'd like to pay respect to the Triple Gems once again, also to Bante Ratanananda and to Bante Pasi, my Dhamma brothers, and all the lay devotees. I feel very grateful to have your attention. Thanks for listening to me. May the Triple Gems bless you.